What is an easy job? Some people get paid well for doing little work. Here's your vote for the easiest jobs, now on The Brew.
Well, the price of everything's going up. People are looking for a new job. So what is your opinion of an easy job?
Do those branded surveys. Do the branded surveys they have online. Those are really easy. You only make like $2 an hour, but
So you gotta do a lot of them, make a lot of money. But my honest answer for an easy job is a New York City elevator operator. There are a lot of buildings where those jobs are union jobs and grandfathered in, and they pay six figures, and you just sit in your butt all day and push a button. That's all you do. You don't have to get up, you push a button. What floor? Great. Like, modernization is taking that away from most places, but there's still some buildings here, like I don't have one here, but you push a button, especially like on the rich buildings on Park Avenue, like you're paying somebody that figure, and like World Trade Center or Rockefeller Center, like the cargo freight elevators, you can't get into one of those without a union guy pushing that button for you. You can't touch it, you're not getting in it. So it's a big thing here, the elevator union in New York.
unions are like that everywhere. Not necessarily the same exact rules, but they're always regulated. They're strict. The people are safe no matter where they're at. So it's an interesting thing, but somewhere about like 2/3 of jobs are relatively easy to learn. Like even the quote unquote skilled ones, we call labor unskilled, but most labor is just like, okay, dude, but like I'm taking a chicken out of the fryer and putting it on your plate. It's not a ton of work. It doesn't require a ton of pay, but no real work does once you get into it. Once you get into like the smarter stuff, you learn it, and then it's second nature. Even with good jobs, it's second nature, and you just go through the motions. So I would say 2/3 of jobs, somewhere in that range, are somewhat easy. They're a lot easier than it is to pass the interview application, impress this one dude that somebody gave a job to cycle.
That's getting harder now with AI though, because AI automatically rejects a lot of applications now. So even if you do have the right skills, you're getting bounced out, whether it's an easy job, hard job, or whatever. So that's difficult. But okay,
That's
so then
perfect. Yes.
But being a sports athlete, you make tons of money. So are you saying then being a sports athlete is a hard job because you're well compensated for it?
I would say it's a hard job because the amount of physicality that it takes to get to that level takes so much behind the scenes work. When baseball players play, you're going, oh, they only play 2 hours a day now with the pitch clock, right? Well, they have 6 more hours of training like everyone else does, and they're able to do it at such a high level. So people kind of think those jobs are a little bit easier than normal, but it's usually those jobs that pay X amount of millions of dollars for a skilled position. Artistry is another good example of that. Those jobs are directly related to how many people want to watch it, right? It's subjective, it's art, it's music, it's painting, it's sports. Those jobs are, how good are you at it? And I'll pay you. Those ones are very directly related. So they give a little bit different. When you try to compare them to a regular 9-to-5 job, those 9-to-5 jobs can be just as hard, but you're gonna find plenty of those people who just deal with it and don't go above and beyond and don't expand anything past it.
All right, interesting point there. All right, well, let's that's talk about a hard job, but let's go back to what our viewers think is an easy job. So what's your opinion? Let's find out. Munation 2 says spinning the wheel. Obviously, thanks, Nick. Nod towards me. Speaking of Nick, the other Nick says picking orders at Dalton Hydraulic in Blaine, Tennessee. Matt Treat says Giants are Jet Scouts. Apparently, they get paid for nothing. Starman says anything government related. Courtney says weatherman. And finally, Richard Poole 2 says, driving a semi-truck was fairly easy. The most challenging part was not running over someone. People sure tried, though, crazy drivers and cars and trucks. I did it 36 years. I missed it for a short while, but now I'm over it. Well, I never thought like a truck driver to be an easy job, especially trying to drive like New York City streets and try to back that truck in and like unload a truck at a loading dock at an old an old department store. I think that'd be hard.
I think it would be remarkably hard in the situation that you just described. For most truck drivers going like across country and going across like interstate lines or international lines, aside from regulations, it's probably pretty easy if you can stand not talking to people and also having no metabolism and like showering at gas stations.
There's definitely some interesting answers on that one, but we actually, in my opinion, the list we got were actually more harder jobs than easier jobs. Like we asked for easy jobs, but I thought that list included ones that were more difficult. Like that's not an easy job, so I kind of think this time like the answers didn't actually line up with the question.
So now I want to know, can we put out another show and we go, hey, what's a hard job? And I want the same people to answer, and I want them to compare what they said was an easy job to what they think is a hard job.
I think that's a good point. I think that's something we should really try. Yeah, because this one of the first times in the brew where I thought the answers didn't match the question. But yeah, we'll try that. A great experiment. And you know how you won't miss that? When you click on the like, subscribe button. That way you'll be notified when that show drops and all the other ones here on the big YouTube channel. And that's an easy job, clicking the subscribe button. Oh, look what I did there.
Is it an easy job? I mean, are you right-handed or left-handed? How far do you have to reach for the mouse? Did your mom pay for the Wi-Fi?
Oh, here we go. Whole other set of topics opening up here on that one. That's more food for thought. But all right, we'll try that other topic and see what happens. So stay tuned. Jersey Joe and I saying thanks for watching. Thanks for your comments. We'll see you next time, I hope.
Jersey Joe is giving away more Amazon gift cards by guessing zoomed in pics. What is it really in Spin to Win is streaming now.